President Trump visits Dayton and El Paso in the wake of those mass shootings this past weekend.
In Dayton, he was greeted by both supporters and protesters. Local 12's Anjanette Levy is live in the Oregon District, the site of this weekend's violence. Anjanette, good evening.
Well, good evening, Kyle. It's pretty quiet here this evening on 5th Street. A lot of people coming down here to eat at the restaurants as they normally would. But earlier today, the area surrounding Ned Peppers Bar, where this shooting happened early Sunday morning, it was full of people wanting to see Donald Trump. But there were a lot of people who were also here who said they wished he hadn't come at all. Air Force One touched down at Wright Patterson Air Force Base. President Trump and the First Lady greeted by Governor Mike DeWine, Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley, Congressman Mike Turner, whose daughter was not hurt in the Oregon District shooting, and both of Ohio's U.S. senators. But in the Oregon District, nerves are raw, and some people came out to protest the president's visit.
He tweets constantly, and all it's doing is whipping people up to violence.
Crystal Kushmal blames the president for the recent mass shootings.
We've always had a gun problem. Get rid of the guns. It will at least help the problem. It sure can't hurt.
But there were others who were glad to see the president visit Dayton, including Amanda Cummins and Nicole Shepard.
I don't understand why there's so much hate towards the president. It's not the president's fault.
It was happening before Trump. It was happening for a couple decades now that we've been seeing young people shooting their peers up, their neighborhoods up.
President Trump tweeted a video and photos of his visit to the hospital where he spent time with shooting survivors, first responders, and medical staff who saved lives early Sunday morning. The president's press secretary tweeted that the president told them, "You had God watching. I want you to know we're all with you all the way." After the visit, Democrats Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley and Senator Sherrod Brown said the president comforted the shooting victims, but they want him to take action on guns.
We reiterated to the president the importance of action around these issues and guns, and that the people of Dayton are waiting for action from the Washington, D.C.
Both the mayor and I asked the president to call on Senator McConnell to bring the Senate back in session this week, to tell the Senate that he wants the background checks bill that has already passed the House, that he wants it on the floor.
And at this point, it's not clear whether or not Majority Leader McConnell will do that. But President Trump this morning voiced support for background checks. And Congressman Turner, Mike Turner, who represents this area and whose daughter was down here early Sunday morning but wasn't hurt, he's a Republican. And he said he would like to now support a ban on military-style weapons. So we're just going to have to wait and see whether or not any of this happens. Reporting live in Dayton's Oregon District, Anjanette Levy, Local 12 News. We'll send it back to you.
Anjanette, thank you. After President Trump left, he said that Mayor Whaley and Senator Brown misrepresented his visit and called their news conference a fraud. Mayor Whaley was reportedly unfazed by that criticism.